Hey guys, Yao and I here once again in another Kaiju podcast. Here with me is Ultraman52.
Hey there, guys.
Alright, so, yeah, it's gonna be just the two of us this time, and we're gonna be talking about the new Ultra Monster 500 series, and basically our opinions on them. Now, we had a couple of recent, we've seen a couple of prototypes of their figures, and I personally think they look really good. So what do you think?
I think I'll say the same thing as well. I mean, there are a few of them I'm pretty excited for to get, like Zargus, but we have never gotten a Zargus figure. The only Zargus figures that we've actually gotten are ones by X Plus.
And yeah, and
What?
don't forget there's gonna be a Maruchi.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hanazagiran, um, Doragori, um, yeah, and just a bunch of monsters that we hadn't had before or haven't seen for a long time, like Alien Godola. I mean, the original figure was atrocious, but this figure looks robust and awesome. So, yeah, but what do you want to like? What are some of the downsides to the figure?
Well, the fact that really there's two. Well, one thing that is a downfall is the fact that they're all going to be like 5 inches tall,
Yeah, that's
and also the articulation is probably going to be really limited.
yeah. We've seen the Alien articulation, and it's only got 3 points. Oh no, 4 points.
Yeah.
The
No, no. Wait, no, for the 500 series or for the actual Bandai?
500.
Oh,
It's only got the. I'm guessing there's gonna be some um tail articulation, but if not, it's only gonna be 3 points, which are the arms and the torso.
huh.
Which is kind of weird because you think that they would not give you the torso articulation. Plus, I'm really disappointed that they're not gonna be any Dino monsters. Plus, we're gonna get Golda, which we already have already. Come on, Bandai, give us Golda too.
Or gold powered up.
They're already giving it to us. They're giving it to us at the end of July.
You mean that the goals are from Dinah?
No, Golda powered up, the one that's the Fire Golda thing.
Oh,
People keep calling it Fire Golda. It's actually Golda powered up. Go check. Now, I commend you. It is the words of our Lord. It is part of the Ten Commandments.
and the Tech Commandments are wrong anyways.
Actually, no, they're not technically wrong, but that's beyond the scope of this conversation.
Yeah, let's not go into that.
Yeah, because it's called atheists arguing with each other. It's not fun. Um, yeah. But I do wish that Bandai would actually make a couple more monsters. For example, if they're gonna make Thunder Drambia, and the Thunder Drambia is basically a resculpt of the upper body of the 4-inch Neo Drambia, why not make a normal Neo Drambia and make it look good? Like, you're already making, Godola look X plus standard. Why not make, like, Neo Drambia? I mean, you already have the mold for it. You're modifying it for Thunder Drambia. So, yeah. But since this series is still pretty young, let's talk about like what figures we wish to see.
Well, why don't you go first?
Alright, I think we need to see a Kokakuchu. In case you don't know what that is, then go watch Ultraman Dyna. It's episode 19. If you've seen Gazoto, you've seen Kokakuchu. Um, let's see. I also think we should get like a couple more miracle type monsters because in Bandai stand in Bandai land, most of the Dyna monsters released are strong type monsters, not miracle type monsters. And by that I mean that most of the monsters they release are fought by strong type and not miracle type, unfortunately. But then again, strong type is it's a little bit more popular. But who am I talking about?
Yeah, that's true.
Um, Speaking of which, we should finally get Zeton. We should finally get a Zeton Agent figure. I mean, we have a Kimmer, but that Kimmer looks ridiculous. The paint job looks more akin to the video game than it does to the actual Kimmer suit. So that was very disappointing last year. So yeah, I'm thinking that we need to get a Zeton Agent or at least a better looking Kimmer. Well, we're getting a
Alright.
better looking Kimmer, but we're not getting a good looking Zeton Agent. I'm not gonna try and modify it. I already tried it before and it didn't work. I couldn't make a convincing looking tuxedo.
Just failed like miserably.
Yeah, I failed miserably when I did that. Speaking of which, if you really want a good figure and Bandai is being a dick and they're not gonna try and release it, then seriously, just make your own. I mean, I tried customizing a giant Yapo and I got a Dorabon. And that was what I was going for, so Yeah, it was a little hard trying to rip the arm out of one of them and make like an arm that to hold the club, but it worked. So if you don't really want to like something that you can be proud of, just make your own figure. It's not hard. It is nowhere near difficult. So yeah,
Plus, plus also I like the fact how everyone like was making customized figures of Earthtron when all that hard work kind of didn't really pay off because Bandai released an Earthtron like a year later.
I know. I think I'm gonna buy a Golda and modify it to Fire Golda. 6-inch variant.
Yeah.
Because Fire Golda is really not that hard to make, guys. All you have to do is glue a couple of veins out of Silly Putty and then glue it on there and then paint over it completely, and there we go. You got a Fire Golda. Looks 100% better than the SGS version or the normal Bandai version. Yes, it's
Yeah.
part of the super great soft vinyl series or AKA SGS. Yes, they were released in limited quantities only to the Ultraman Club in Japan. That is the reason they are so rare. Also, if you really care about it, why not get a King Joe Scarlet and an Angel Zogu? They were released, so I don't know why they're not getting the same attention as Fire Golda, or Golda Powered Up, the more correct term. Dropping some Ultraman knowledge bombs here.
So like, do you mind if I say like which monsters I would kind of like to see?
Oh, duh.
Well, first off, of course, we're automatically getting a Zargus, so that's kind of an automatic me wanting to get him. A couple monsters I would like to see reissue would probably be maybe like a Sildron, even though that me and Yao here both already have a Sildron,
I know.
but I would like to see what they would do with one.
We like
But basically, what Yao said, release more Dino monsters. I mean, I would love to have like some Dino creatures for my collection.
I mean, we got a few, but they were really short. They were suffering from the 1998 Ultra Monster Syndrome.
Yeah.
Which means you rotate at the torso, but you don't get any leg articulation, even though you could perfectly squeeze it in, and they're too small. Yes, I'm pretty sure that Bandai was going bankrupt at the moment, so they were trying to make a quick buck. But come on, Bazob, Digeron, Sildron, Demogorg, Gazoto. Come on, these figures are all undersized, especially Raigubus. I'm sure that everybody can agree with me on this when I say Raigubus is extremely undersized.
Yeah, he really is actually. He's like a freaking midget.
He's a midget. Like, remember, like, just recalling on your review, Jay, your review of Raigubus? Yeah, you paired him with the 5-inch Trendmaster's guy again, and you said you found him a mate. You found him somebody who's like his peer. That's pathetic. Trendmaster 5-inch figures are pathetically small.
Well, that was literally the only figure I finally figured actually was at least about the same size as a Racubus. So
I know. So yeah, Raigubus, we need, if you're gonna release it in the Ultra Monster in the 500 line, then make him like a giant compared to the Ultraman figures.
or make him an Ultra Act.
Yeah, there should be an Ultra Act Raigubus since he is one of the most popular Dino monsters. I mean, he's
But here's like knowing Bandai's probably not going to be big because their line is called Ultra Act, so they really give a shit more about the Ultra Men and not the Ultra Monsters.
I know, which is crap. But yeah, you have to admit, the Red King was pretty disappointing last year.
Yeah.
I mean, one of my friends bought it, and he said that the figure just literally came apart the moment he got it, because it was just a bunch of armor placed with a piece of plastic inside. Definitely not worth. It was definitely not worth the entrance fee.
Oh yeah, there is one monster I do want to have for the Ultra Monster 500 series, and I probably will buy it regardless.
What?
And that is from Ultra Nexus Esmile.
Isabel?
Yeah.
They're making one?
No, I just want them to make one because I love that monster. He's awesome.
I know. I mean, it's not gonna be worth it if you like buy every one of Nexus monsters, tear them apart, like cut the vinyl apart, and then like Frankenstein your own Isabel out of it. It's not worth it.
Well, someone already did that with the Bandai Godzilla.
I know. Somebody pieced the Bandai Godzilla, like cut apart a Bandai Godzilla, and then like glued pieces of Nexus monsters onto the Godzilla, and there we go. You got Isabel.
It actually looked pretty damn kick-ass.
I know. Oh, by the way, did you know that that same person glued a real flower on Astromon?
I didn't know that.
That looks really weird. Oh, by the way, he's also trying to make the unreleased prototype of Giga Chimera from the monsters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but
Well,
it's
that
not
that is
working
kick
very well.
ass.
It's not working very well. So unless you have prior experience or ask some Japanese person, you're probably not going to be faring very well with making your custom figures. Just saying. Racist stereotype here. Lol. But yeah, back to the Ultra Monster 500 series. We gotta see more monsters, Bandai. We gotta stop seeing you rehash old monsters that we've already seen before. Like, we need to have less of Golda. But there is actually one advantage to having the 500 series, and that is that the Ultraman figures are finally in scale. Like, remember when
Well,
everybody was
yeah, that's true about
remember when
that.
everybody was complaining that, you know, like, the Ultraman figures by themselves, they were like too huge compared
Yeah,
compared to the monsters.
yeah.
Finally, you do not have to worry about that anymore. You can buy a 5-inch variant, slightly taller than the 4-inch variant, not as tall as the 6-inch variant.
Yeah.
It actually worked really well to the undersized monsters that the series is plagued with.
Well, that wouldn't that kind of like be well? Would you kind of like would like a 5-inch area of like say like Ultraman Gaia and put it next to, like the GaNQ? Like wouldn't that like would basically like the bulk of GaNQ kind of be like overwhelming?
No, because Genki was overwhelming the show anyway. A lot of these monsters that were supposed to be huge in the show were actually very downplayed in the figures. For example, Ryubus was huge compared to Dino. Figure-wise, Ryubus was a midget, Dino was hyper tall in the 2000 series. So yeah, I'll let the viewers be the judge about what happened.
And of course for Yao here, since he's a big Dino fan, like we gotta have more Monsarger.
No, we need to see like the. I want to see the pictures of King Monsaga. Release it as like a prototype figure. For example, if you collect Star Wars, you've probably heard of the Ralph McQuire signature series. Like Hasbro did a series based on the concept arts of Ralph McQuire.
Never heard of it because I'm not that big of a Star Wars fan.
Neither am I, but I heard of it and it looks pretty good. Like the concept arts look really good as action. So
Hmm.
Bandai, you should do like concept sketches, concept sketch figures.
Actually, personally, I like what Yao said about King Monsarger. I want to see releases of all the unused King monsters, like for the Supreme Ultra 8 Bros movie.
And it's kind of stupid how the only King Monster we're getting so far from the Ultra Monster 500 series is King Pandan.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid.
I mean, if you're gonna have King Pandan, bring in King Gessera, bring in his like buddy, you know?
Yeah,
King Pandan needs his little buddy.
because like you gotta love the fact how now that you actually see all the King monsters on eBay, they're all going like for hell overpriced now.
And come on, Bandai, you know how well Kelbeam is selling. Bring in Sadora and Kelbeam.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like bring in freaking Calvin for God's
I mean, the
sakes.
last Sadora I saw cost over $188. That's ridiculous. That's BS price for a vinyl.
I mean me. Like I would like to see more Mebius monsters and more Tiga monsters.
I want to see more Jack monsters.
Well, we are getting a Sugaron.
Really? We're getting Sugar on?
Yeah, we're getting Sugaron.
Yeah, but I haven't seen the pictures yet, so I want to know if it's like the normal Sugaron or if it's the one with the broken eye, like the original Bandai figure.
I think it's the one without the broken eye.
That'll be cool. Yeah, my Sugaron looks imperfect.
Even though I kind of want a Sugaron now.
But still, we already have Sugaron. Bandai, stop reissuing old figures and give us something like new, like maybe say Varicane. Yeah, Varicane was cool in the original series. He was.
I don't want. I kind of want to see what were they? Like who are like the brother monsters in Ultraman
Leo.
Leo? Yeah,
Yeah, Black and Red Gilas.
yeah. Like I would love to see like those guys.
I mean, Bandai, that's easy to make. All you need is the same mold and you just use it over and over again. To make black Gilas and red Gilas because they were the same suit painted in different colors. So just follow this just follow the super expedition of saving so time is money, so let's get spending. So yeah. I think we should definitely need to see like black Gilas and red Gilas. I mean, they're hyper easy monsters to make. That's the main thing. You know, they're easy to make, so Bandai, why not give them to me?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Jay would agree with me on that one.
Yeah, I would definitely agree.
Also, Bandai, if you're gonna get like 5-inch monsters out there, give us Honey Jiro.
Hi,
Yeah, that
Jiro.
was a joke. That was a joke. Because my Honey Jiro is like 5 inches tall.
Because I believe that like Honey Jiro is the only Ultra Monster in the Ultra Monster that is a plushie.
He is the only monster that is the plushie.
Which I actually want because I love plushies.
You can get it on eBay for $100.
Fuck no.
Exactly. I paid $25 for mine.
Yeah, I mean, if you also think that I'm gonna pay like $100 for like a 5-inch tall plushie, you are out of your goddamn mind.
I know. Hey, but it's fun to like infuriate you with it.
Shut
Remember
up.
when, remember when Game's dad is always talking, he's always trying to infuriate one of us.
Not really me. I mean, it kind of infuriates you.
Oh yeah, I'm not good.
If it infuriates you, yeah, you have a short temper.
Hey, whatever. I don't care.
Actually, like, there's like a lot of plushies I kind of want. So some of them I'm not gonna mention because they all like kind of relate to ponies.
This is a Kaiju podcast, not a pony podcast.
I don't give a shit.
I know. That's bad.
Princess Goddamn Luna is the best princess.
Can we get back to the Ultra Monster 500 now?
Okay, yeah. Now we can now.
So yeah, as a new series, I also want to see like this entire series be like a better, have like better articulation in general. I mean, the first figures are forgivable because they're probably the first figures of a kind. But for some of the later figures that Bandai's probably gonna push out, I want to see some better articulation. Just 3 points is not gonna satisfy nobody.
Well, yeah. For most monsters, it's just gonna be basically like the waist and the arms,
I know.
and
And
some and if not the waist pop, like probably the tail.
I know some of the figures look really strange with the waist articulation. For example, Elegant's got waist articulation now, and he looks weird.
Well, there is one thing I actually have to complain about some Ultra monsters that I've seen for the 500 series, is that if you look at Zargus, he's standing up completely straight, like he's not like his knees are not bent and he's not like hunched over somewhat.
Hey, if you don't like it, just buy Gomer and mod it.
Well, there's probably really like some guy who has already like done that. Oh wait, there is actually.
Tons of people have done it already. Even I can do it. But I don't want to waste my money on Gomer. Even though I already have one. And he's basically like Space Gaios in my films. Or not even my films, my videos. He's like Space Gaios. I just use him as like a puppet and I kill him whenever I want. Because he's so useless in my taste.
Hey, well, actually, you can either make a Zargus out of Gamora, or you can buy the X Plus.
I know, the X Plus, yeah, I'm gonna spend $138 on a vinyl toy. Good job. Yes, I am totally gonna do that. I'm so stoked about it. Like, that's so cool.
Like, I would definitely spend like, I love people who say like they're gonna buy a X figure. It's like, yeah, you're gonna buy a statue that just sits there.
X Plus barely has any articulation. Nobody can argue that.
I mean, they're just there to actually like look good, but really, like, what's the point? I mean, like, if you want to make a film and you only have X Plus toys, you're kind of fucked.
You're screwed. But yeah, this is getting off topic here, but I'm really tired of having people who buy like really expensive toys just saying that they're better than us.
Yeah.
Because wasting our money doesn't really make you better than us. It just makes you look like a fag with no life. Like you're spending your time on toys. I mean, sure, I buy I buy a couple of hundred toys. I bought like 60 something toys in a couple of years. But I don't waste my time. I don't waste my life with them. They're cheap, first of all. I mean, if you ask, Jay over here, you know that I'm one of the biggest cheapskates.
Yes. This motherfucker here will buy a goddamn toy for $10.
Or less.
Yes, $10 or less.
Less is good. But still, I spent $18 on Joburg. Come on, cut me some slack.
Well, yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah.
And plus, I spent like $25 on Hanijiro. That's only because there's no better deal for a brand new Hanijiro.
Well, yeah, like with tag attached. I
Yeah.
mean,
But yeah, I want to see another Jobere. Bandai, your original Jobere sucks. No matter how much I want to like it, it sucks. And plus, give us Duralin, give us like a bunch of the monsters that you made as 4-inch figures, like Grey Kiss and Neo Durambia. No, not Neo Durambia. Neo Geigerid or normal Geigerid. Come on, guys. So we definitely want to see more figures. So
oh wait, I would also like to see not Neo Gemos, but regular Gemos.
no, I think he's a bad design.
He's just like a
He's
giant.
a walking egg.
He's just a walking egg. But I still want to have it.
Yeah, I guess. Hey, but he's Dr. Eggman's namesake.
That's true.
Well, yeah. So, just to sum up a couple of the monsters we want to see, Neo Geomos. Oh, by the way, I want to see another Terranoid. Give it
Really?
to me! Going crazy here! This is madness!
This is Bandai.
Ah! So yeah, let's talk about the price range of these things. Now,
Wait,
as we all probably know by now, these figures are going to be priced at 500 yen each, which is about $5.
which 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 is basically like $5 in like American dollars, which really isn't that bad,
Not that
but
bad considering, but you have to consider that if you buy from eBay, you're gonna have a ton of markup. I don't. So,
yeah,
yeah, screw you guys. I'm going home. I don't
fuck
need
you.
eBay. I got no markups. Troll, troll, troll. I have no markups, so I do not need to worry about scam sellers doing all sorts of crap. Like, for example, we all heard of those sellers, right? Those sellers that charge like over $20 for a figure. That's probably not worth $20.
Yeah, like a fucking like a Bandai like regular 6-inch Gamora that's from like the Ultra Monster series, like the new one. It's not worth like $25. It's worth like maybe at least like 10-15 bucks.
Also, Bandai, if you're gonna make like special edition figures, don't call them EX anymore. You've already raped the name enough.
Exactly. Oh my god,
Seriously,
no.
I bought the Legaloid and they were like mass produced like normal figures. So what's the point of calling them EXs if they're just gonna get mass produced? But yeah. So we were definitely but the price range for us American buyers, it's very difficult because you have to remember there's people who are gonna mark up these things like crazy. So I'm assuming that you're gonna pay like $20 for one of them, and that's not worth it because
That, yeah,
you're
really.
practically getting a Gachapon for $20. That is one of the most ridiculous deals I've ever heard. Of course, most of the deals I hear are ridiculous, but because I'm a cheapskate. But really, you know, everybody can agree with me that that's ridiculous. $20 for a Gachapon, that's the worst deal ever. Wouldn't you say the same?
Yeah, really. I mean, I've actually seen some guy sell like a you know like your Raylan from the that large Dynapack set.
Yeah.
Like someone like was selling like one of them like for $25.
A
I'm like, from that Gashapon set.
from the Gachapon set that you bought from me.
No, like the one that the one that's even smaller.
Oh, somebody's selling one on there for like $8 a piece.
No, like some other guy like was selling one like for 25.
Ridiculous.
I'm like, it's a stupid 4-inch tall toy, you jackass.
4 inches tall. It's 2 inches tall.
Oh, well, whatever.
So yeah, the price range is not gonna be really happy. So let's conclude this a little bit. let's just say our final opinion pieces. I'm really excited for this series because we're getting a lot of the monsters that we haven't got before, and I think that just outweighs a lot of the bad points that this series offers. What do you think?
I'm excited for it too, but I kind of want to see like where it starts like heading because we really don't know if there's gonna be like a lot of figures that we don't have never gotten, or just mostly gonna be figures that we've already had.
I know. So yeah. So thanks for listening in. Zao Knight signing out.
And as I say in my review, guys, hope you guys all enjoyed, and sayonara.